So dog walking on, because of course as soon as I speak he's going to start walking. Today it is Sunday, but the first saint that came up was Blessed Gaetana Sterni. Ah, dog just walked me into a tree branch. I walked me into a tree branch. Ah, good night, man. Stop. Stop. Today, November 26th, Sunday, the saint day of Blessed Gaetana Sterni. She's Italian. She born in 1827 and died in 1889. Her father was an administrator for the Mori family, who was of Venetian nobility. He was tending to their estate. At 15, she had a vision. Wait, is that true? Wait. Her father was administrator. Her sister, father, and brother all died the same year she was 15. And her other brother went to become an actor. I forgot to tell you there were 6 siblings. So she was a very pious girl, and she, I guess, wanted to go into the religious life. But when her father, all of a sudden the family was left in dire straits, so she stayed and helped the family. She was soon noticed by a wealthy widower who had 3 children. He took an interest in her. She married him, and apparently it was a happy marriage, and she was pregnant. At which point, again, she should stop sleeping and having dreams. She had a vision. I'm guessing it was that, well, whatever. She had a vision, whether it was a dream at night. I think a vision would be more like something in the day, because if it wasn't, it would be a dream. Anyway, she had a vision that her husband was going to die. He died a few days later, and then her baby died. The in-laws obviously, well, understandably weren't exactly pleased with her. So she went back to return to her mother and her family. I know that, what's his name? Will Smith said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." I think the appropriate phrase here would be, keep your mom out of your visions. Needless to say, Gaetana had another vision that her mom was going to die, and her mom dies a few days later. Prophecy. So now she finds herself, at 19, she was married and already a widow, back with her mom. So by around 20, she finds herself taking care of the whole the last, whatever, 2 or 3 kids that she didn't prophesize about yet. She took care of them for 6 years. At 26, at prayer, she finally received another message, and the message was to employ there all of herself in the service of the poor and thus fulfill his will. That would be Jesus's will, or God's will. She began work at a hospice for beggars. She remained there for 36 years, and in 1865, she started the Daughters of the Divine Will with 2 other like-minded friends. They dedicated themselves to the care for the sick and poor, and they still exist today in Europe, America, and Africa. So, Blessed Gaetana, Gaetana, what's her last name? Stop, Gus. Oh my gosh. Blessed Gaetana Sterni. Again, a strong woman, a woman who had great sorrows. It doesn't say that, but goodness gracious, everybody died around her. And she seemed to know it was coming. So, and she continued to carry on, and she continued in prayer. That's a running theme in her life. She continued in prayer, ultimately getting into the religious life. So Blessed Gaetana, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Gaetana, please give right judgment to women today when they come to the decision of how to vote, and help them to vote against abortion. You took care of children, you took care of the poor, you took care of the defenseless. You had your own child and suffered a loss of its premature death. So we ask you to counsel all the women in regards to making the correct decision against abortion, and all mothers to in counsel to raise their children to be moral, and most importantly, those morals would be derived from God, from a Catholic life, rather than the morals of today, because they change, but God's list of right and wrong stays the same. So continue to ask the saints to pray for us. St. Agnes, St. Gertrude the Great. Oh man, I want to get her name right. St. Catherine of Alexandria and St. Catherine of Hungary. I keep getting the Catherine's name wrong. Margaret of Hungary. So please, and pray for the saints in purgatory as we continue to almost close out November. But we're not going to stop then. We're going to keep praying for them continuously until we're in purgatory or heaven. Okay, so do that.